apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. Once again, we're telling our people to repent, go for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Another day closer to two things: destruction and also salvation. And Psalm 18:5, right? That's what the Lord is bringing. Remember, the Lord is all about balance. See, when this destruction comes, there is also salvation. And vice versa. When salvation comes, there is also what? Destruction. See? Psalm 18.
Psalm 18:7 reads, "So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hast called."
Exactly. So there is a duality, okay, with the Lord. Like I said, there's going to be destruction and salvation and destruction. So with that being said, which side of the coin do you want to be on? All right. Look, a lot of our people, they're going to be on the side of destruction. Because it says 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed in this land. All right. They're going to be cut off and die. All right. While the 1/3, they're going to be saved. Okay. The Lord's going to say, "These are my people." And we're going to say, "This is our power." You see? Our people, the problem with them is that we stated in the main family, all right, is they're basically procrastinating. They want to do things, last minute. They want to get on board last minute. And see, the Lord, He wants you to seek Him early. Okay? If you're really seeking the Lord early, that means you have faith in Him. You see, this society has taught our people to believe in science. These different relics, which relics are, good, you know what I'm saying? They do hold, some evidence, no doubt about it, right? But the point being, though, is they have to have something tangible, right? The Lord's not dealing like that. All right. See? What you guys talking about?
No, there's nothing more tangible but His word that He's given me, right? It says, Isaiah 34 and 6, He says, "Seek thee out of the book of the Lord and read, man. None shall neither rest," right? Okay. Because why, man? This is the ultimate right here. This is the ultimate accomplishment of a man's faith, man, being received His word, right?
Hey, so at the end of the day, oh shit, it's raining. I'm finna start building the ark. Now he started building the ark when the Lord told him to, because he had faith that the Lord was gonna bring judgment. Right here, right now, man, the Lord Yahweh says the coming of the Son of Man is gonna be like the times of Noah. Hey, these niggas wanna wait. Hey, nigga don't wanna be serious till you slap the shot at him. Now he's like, "Hey, bro, calm down, it ain't that serious." But nigga, you didn't see the whole build up till you getting your ass whooped. But when you whoop a nigga ass, now, hey, chill out, bro. That's a black thing. You're supposed to love one another, brother.
Exactly. I got 18:6. The Lord said, "Hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge His own elect, which cry day and night unto Him, though He bear long with us? I tell you, that He will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall He find faith on the earth?" You see, there's not going to be a lot of faith. The only ones that are going to show their faith are the elect, okay? That goes hand in hand with your work. You got a lot of our people that's, they'll say, "Oh, I love the Lord, I believe in God," so on and so forth, right? Hey, but their hearts, being their minds are far from them, as the scriptures talk about, okay? And look, there's that old saying, right? Actions speak louder than words. Look at your actions and your deeds. That proves you don't believe in the Lord. And we will always bring it out. Our people are murderers, and they're proud about it. Look at all these rappers. Look at all these, gangbangers, man. These cartel members. they get off on it. All right? They get off about being a thief, you know, committing adultery. That's a huge thing in our community. It's like nobody can just, you know, just be a faithful, so to speak. All right? You got these women that got 5 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got your neighbor trying to fuck your girl, trying to plot and scheme. You know, hey, it's crazy. Like, I'll say this, but if a man got multiple women, right, that all, mind you, that are in order too, all of a sudden that's the worst thing on earth. But that's actually the most righteous, you know, act right there in terms of between man and a woman or women. You see? But yeah, these guys will get into cuck activities, right? They'll deal with, you know, they'll do this deal, you'll have this woman, they'll be like, well, you know, you can go deal with another woman, but, you know, I gotta have my fun too. Right. Then you got, you know, that hey, that's cool, baby. No, compromises. You see that a lot though, man. You know, it's a very wicked society that we live in. You see?
Like the knowledge, right? Doing that. You got this St. John 4:23 reads, but the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him, right? To worship the Father in spirit and in truth, and not in this what the world does. Right? These are the worshipers that are going to be found faithful. Right? These are the people that are going to be found faithful. Right? Only the elect, right? The rest is going to die therein. Babylon therein, and then the rest of them, they're going to be rounded up. As them that don't want to serve the Lord, the Lord says, bring them in and slay them before me. Right? Judgment shall start in the house of the Lord first, right? We're gonna wreck shop. When New Jerusalem comes down, we're gonna come down here with new bodies, right? Spiritual bodies, spiritual powers. We're talking about Black Adam, we're talking about Thanos, we're talking about the Avengers, we're talking about any kind of superhero, Marvel, comics, and all that shit. Come to the light, man. We're gonna come down here, wreck shop, and get this place in order. Right? That's right.
Right where, you know, that was supposed to be, oh, that's the evil, you know, Superman. No, actually, that was the righteous Superman.
Right.
Okay? He realized, wait a minute, I'm different from these people. They're trying to contain me and hurt me. No. I got the power. So he just started, you know, thrashing at them. See, that's what's going to happen. The Lord's going to give him the men of the Lord the most power. All right? People don't realize that these are the Lord's children. No?
Yeah, I want to finish up this right here. Verse 24 reads, Most High God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The Lord is a spirit, man, all right? Right? You can't, that's why Scripture talks about flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom, man. All right? You have to be spiritually converted, man, and you have to be in a spiritual mindset, man, in order to be.
And the spirit and the truth is really the word. Okay? According to John 6:63. So for you Christians out there, you gotta follow the Lord correctly and directly, man. Right. According to what the scriptures say, not what you feel. Because that's the problem with doctrine. I feel God is like this. Not my God. He wouldn't do that. Guess what? You don't know the Most High. Okay? You don't know Yahweh Shah. If you did, one, you'd be afraid. And then two, you would, in your mind, you would be like, you know what can I do to serve the Lord properly? Then you would start reading, different laws, right? You would read about how our forefathers developed, so on and so imitation Christianity for so long, okay, that that's what they believe in now. And they show you that in the movie what was it Birth of a Nation. With what was it? Yeah, Nat Turner. It's like with Nat Turner, right? Basically, the white slave owner said, "Look, man, you can read them a couple things, but push this message, right? Push this message, so basically they could be under a spell, all right? So I can control them. And look, I'll give you some freedom." And that's basically what happens to us in modern day. Gatekeepers, as the brother said. All these, pastors, preachers at your local churches, they know what's up. And look, they're all a part of the Masonic organization. And if you're a part of the Masonic organization, okay, whether you know it or not, because there are levels to it, I will say that, but whether you know it or not, you're worshiping a saint, okay? You're actually in a cult, right? They always talk about, you guys are a cult. Well, guess what? That's a cult in itself. That's a cult. It's satanic cult. And that word cult, we gotta throw it out there, but that word's not even really bad. It just goes back to cultivation. How you're basically done. You know what I'm saying? How you present it. See? They're cultivated by sin. Satan deals with what? Deception, lies, manipulation. Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad word or anything like that, but the words that are presented that are now right now in this English language, which is the most dumbed down, watered down language on the planet, right? Everything is misconstrued, everything is misconstrued, and also everything has been transliterated, you can understand, right?
What's wicked about Esau right now, of course, the English language is the most polluted language you can speak. It's the least direct, okay? But the thing with Esau, what's so wicked about him, he's done a thing called nuisance, where he's taken whatever particular word and basically changed the definition over time, right? I'm going to use a couple examples, right? Okay, that's one. All right. Another one is conspiracy. They'll say you're a conspiracy theory. That word really goes with the word conspire. That's not a bad word. Okay. There's other words as well. Right. Those are the two that come to mind. You see, Esau, go with the third word that comes from hope. Right. Those are just a few words. Where they push it to you that it's bad, when it's really not. All right. You see that's why you have to be a study. But this world doesn't like studying. They want to be lazy. All right.
And the Satan, man, hey man, the prince of this world, his name is laid down heaven. Birds are only man, so you can't wait in this world, man. You're not fed from the heavenly Father, man. Right? Right? These places are going to destroy you.
I was going to mention, going back to those pastors and preachers, because I forgot to mention, back in the day, those pastors and preachers, right, they gave a little something on the plantation. That's what they do now, right? Every pastor's got a nice, Cadillac, a nice, maybe Lexus, right? They all got, something nice. They got, nicer house in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? They got that, what they say, house on the hill, right? Just to feed you lies. Instead of telling you the truth. You see? That's why the Lord has controversy with these different pastors and preachers. Because they don't speak truth. Alright? That's why over the years, that's why over the years, you've been noticing a lot of these different, like I said, church leaders have literally been getting deleted. Right?
You got it. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 23 and 1. It reads, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep, right, of my pastures, saith the Lord, Yahweh, right? It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, against the pastors of my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord Yahweh. Right? The Lord is going to visit these pastors, man, like the brothers going into, because you have not fed the Lord's sheep, man. All right? You're going in after all of what? This is what you can say, man. All right? You're going in all belly, man. You're not feeding the flock, man. You're feeding the flock bullshit, like the brother's going into the fact that you're feeding them a little bit that's the piece of paper that you get from the theological cemetery school, you know, and you're good with that, man. And you see scriptures in there. I know some jobs around in the mind that freaking take, man. All right, because the Israelite does those things that are natural, right? You know you're going on. You know, this is the key. These damn Israelite pastors, they know that they're going on. All right, they know they're going on, and you're gonna pay. The Lord says you will not visit my people, but I will surely visit you. And you don't want the Lord to visit you, right? We learned that from the days of the movie. The Godfather could say, visit, go pay so-and-so a visit, right? He owes his money. It's not a good visit. He said, go visit so-and-so, he just gives me a favor. That's a good visit. So the Lord is going to come visit his servants, prophets, the same way. And all you damn niggas out there that ain't doing right, you're going to get visited on that left-hand side, bro.
He had visited that like king. You know, he had said, I got a message from the Lord. He thrust that nigga through, man. He knows the message. But the Lord the message that we said,
The message of the Lord is painful, right?
yeah, plain and painful. That's what's coming to the wicked, man. But the righteous, they have a good message coming to them, man. Deliverance, salvation, don't have to say, get the judgment to come on this side. But these niggas, they delight in that wickedness. They delight in the have to say, hey, it's all good, brother. You can be at the club, you can go to Saturday. With your wife at church Sunday. And, hey, I see the pastor, man, because I got like 4 churches around my house. And I'm just walking from the work with today, a couple years back. When I see the fucking pastor, I notice the pastor, he in the Corvette, something crazy. He is something crazy, man. Put it out. He got the top, he came out the congregation. I look at the car, man, this bitch like 18, bro. Yeah, bitch with it. But I know that everybody else in the congregation, the hoopers, man, donuts in the car, man. And first and foremost, they're completely destitute of truth, which they don't want truth, man. These niggas don't want truth. They want the deceit. That's why they go to Bishop Baker, man. That's why they cut on Joel Osteen to feel good about themselves.
And that's the thing with this truth. He said, you know, because these people don't want to be reproved. You see, when you come into this truth, you got to admit that what you were doing for how many years that you were living was wrong and going off. Okay? You have to humble yourself down. That's why the scriptures talk about this. And Yahweh said it. You got to humble yourself as like one of these little children. Right. See, a child, they're not proud. When they do something wrong, they're very shamefaced. And you got to be in that spirit too. Okay? Especially when you first come into this, man. Because you're like, damn, I was doing X, Y, Z things. I was sinning. The Lord could have killed. Then you start thinking, the Lord could have killed me. And you did, he had mercy. Then you start appreciating. See, but the one thing though, you have to acknowledge these things. And that's one thing that this society hates dealing with, is accountability. That's like kryptonite to these people. You tell somebody to deal with accountability, and that's like pulling teeth, man. That's like pulling teeth. All right, but we got the job. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Three. Like, me last week. You know what I'm saying? With that fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? You got me. Okay? That's something this world has forgotten. Basic common courtesy of humanity. Alright? That's because really what it is. Very inconsiderate. You see? Right?
The actual goal.
John 3 and 19. And this is the confirmation that light is coming to the world. And men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
So these people love darkness rather than light. That's why you don't see a bunch of people lined up trying to hear the message. We're not even passing the fucking tight go around. Hey, the scripture say what freely see, freely give. This is free. And this is all for your betterment and your salvation. And these people walk by. But they start shutting the cities down. You can't work anymore. Alright? There's no food. And these different stores or actually fast food restaurants. That's when we're going to see a fucking line from here all the way down to the lakefront. Well, hey, we ain't going to be here at that point. Alright? Because guess what? By that point, there's going to be a bunch of troops out here. We're not talking about CPD, mind you. We're talking about troops that are trained to kill you. And look, no one cares if you film it live either. You're on TikTok live, Instagram live, Facebook live. No, it's not going to matter. Shut up. You didn't listen to the U.S. government. Shit, fuck that. You didn't listen to the United Nations. Because look, the United Nations is going to come here and they're going to have authority. The U.S. government is going to allow us to have it. They're going to say, you know what? We're going to have these powers. Here you go. So your constitutional rights that you think you have, mind you, is going to be out the goddamn window. And you people are definitely like, oh, I'll do some the white man told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. If I don't, I'm going to get shot.
And if I may, these are not even rights, man. These are privileges, man. And then the privileges are every day. They got fucking go, man. The freaking privileges are getting stripped. You don't have no rights. The Constitution been in that, man. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump is proving it today. Trump is proving it. He was anointed by the Most High. Now set up to do what he's doing, man. It's a beautiful job. You know? We love Donald Trump now because he's bringing on the damn destruction.
Making America great again, man.
Making America great. That's right. He's making America great again. Right. Read. Trump is doing what he's supposed to do.
I mean, leave him alone. That's a heavy statement, though. Look, America was great when they were fucking bombing the shit out of you. When the white man was putting a foot up your ass. That's it. See? That's just fucking facts, man. And the Lord's gonna allow this goddamn devil to do this shit. Look, man, this was, you have a couple of them that try to be all fucking, love is love. Look, they don't mean shit. The majority of them, the only reason why they say love is so you can be a freak with them. Come here and freak off with me. Come here and prove it. Let's get oiled up. Drugs don't need. Diddy's bringing the oil. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Those are that's what, you know what I'm saying? Those type of people. They want you to be wicked. Then you got the other ones, which are the majority of them. Look, man, they just want to kill, bro. They're like, fuck, man, I'm itching to fucking chop up somebody, man. I'm itching to fucking eat you. A lot of them in Canada is too violent. I'm itching to just bomb them.
John 3 and 20. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
So everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. That's why you people are the problem with us. Because we preach your whole life about God, alright, which is light. And that's why you have an issue with us. Then you have an issue with Yahweh Shalom Shah. You agree?
It says, neither cometh to the light, that his deeds that through a proof coming to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
Exactly. So he's got to be removed before he comes to this truth. It has to. It's just fact. And look, you people can't just say we run out of information. Right? Like you're going to get classified. Like this is the individual situation.
Pause!
Okay?
Pause!
And look,
Keep moving, bro. Oh, damn. Hey, pause.
hey, the scripture say, what, you're going to say, well, your word is your word.
I'm talking to you.
That's it. That's it. All right?
I'll bring down. I'll look at them.
You got it. You got it. You've been living on this earth for how many years, how many decades? And really, what have you done to it? Not a goddamn thing. That's why the Lord's going to destroy us. I don't even care if you're one of those celebrities, right? Well, I dunk a basketball. The Lord doesn't care, nigga. Alright? The Lord don't give a fuck about LeBron James dunking a fucking basketball. The Lord doesn't care about fucking Denzel, how much of those roles he can act. The Lord doesn't care about that shit. Yeah, she was in the right spirit. Legendary status superstar. Lord, who are these people? He was smoked like that's the Lord that Jordan. God damn. Oh shit. The gas station died.
Beef Doritos, cheese.
If you want to get fancy, I love the engine.
Yeah, a couple jalapenos and 50 cents. Jeremiah 5:25, 5:23. Chapter says, but this people have a revolted and rebellious work. They are revolted and gone. That's the heart of the mind. And you look at these things like completely gone. And these people really need to be destroyed. Because they're insane. They need insane asylum. This shit is insane.
Hey, you see it every day, man. That's why you got people called black people. You're out of your goddamn mind, man. Somebody that's you're out of your goddamn mind, man. Somebody that's, you're on a train, minding your own business, and somebody just start doing some fucking somersaults, doing fucking parkour on the fucking train. You're out of your goddamn fucking mind. You see, that Jake was literally mentally insane. The only thing is that Esau has diagnosed you, right? And put you in a straitjacket. That's it. Oh, exactly. Oh, because they're going to open up some new ones out. It's going to be called a FEMA camp. And you're going to live in quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And if you get out of hand, they're going to throw you into a rehabilitation program. If that doesn't work, well, try it. Looks like we're going to have to euthanize this thing. So that's what's going to happen to you, Jakes, man. And look, man, I'm telling you, hey, so-called white man, you saw Edom, he's about to get back into his yourself. Because, you know, for the longest, he's been trying to be PC. I don't like to call it racist. Powerless. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying real hard to be, like I said, PC. But now, it's at a point where, look, because I'll say this, man. Now, you know, we are the longest, Jake Paul. It's at a point where, no, you Jake's you saw justification too, because literally you're out of your goddamn mind, man. You need to be put down like Brandon Anthony.
You gotta know what you get. What Jake is saying, like, it's supposed to be something in your mind. You don't know which way it all is. Nigga, no way home.
Read!
Nigga, no way home. Hey, nigga, just purchase. I'm going for previous unemployment.
They didn't have the evidence.
That bitch keep that something. You got it. That's the thing for it.
Hey, man, Jake is an emotional bad bitch. The only thing that he knows how to do is resort to violence. That's somebody that can't live in a society. You are a danger not only to yourself, but others around you, and also to the ecosystem. You've got to be destroyed. That's what the Lord has something special for Jake, man. They ain't gonna be fucking around soon, man. I got this. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, and I'll start at 9. The main point's really in verse 12, but I want to start at 9. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation. And we mentioned earlier, right? The Lord's going to do two things: destroy and deliver. Okay? So it says, but the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to preserve the unjust into the day of judgment. Okay? It says, but chiefly, then they walk after the flesh, love of friends. It says, and despise government. That's when it goes Jake's out there. That should know like the business, right? You know, the different, IUIC, I should be paid, car, so on and so forth. You're the worst of the worst because you know what to do and you do it now. Right? See? You got shit, man. I was even paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the spirit that Jason, they know what we're about, man. It's all good, man. It's cool. You're gonna know what we're doing. You're gonna really want to come up to us when the white man puts a foot in your ass. Yeah, exactly. That's a huge thing, man. Right now, international law is into it. That a lot of these think of guns, you know, use the text, whatnot. A lot of them had a lot of trauma, a lot of them sexually assaulted as children, sexually assaulted as adults, getting, you know, used and abused, mentally, physically. So they gotta put out that tough guy act to make people afraid. It's like, bro, no one's afraid of you, man. Wow, cool. You grunted a little bit, you growled. Okay, cool. Now,
This is what they do. This is all they want to settle this problem, right? And this is the situation that this whole world is in, man. You got people just going off, man. They're just going off and looking at you. Shoot up homes, shoot up everything.
that's you know what I was about to do. I'm just, you know, preaching and teaching, right? They came out and just, you know, just look at somebody. Like, they thought that I was just going to look away. I just kept looking at them. They kept looking at me. And he got offended by me. Jake's a fucking piece of nigga, bro. Just a fucking nigga, bro. They don't know how to deal with men. That's what it is, man. Our people have been so fucking destroyed, they don't know how to deal with a man. Because they've been raised by that single mother, that black bitch, man. That's why they're all fucking soft, highly emotional. insecure moments.
No, man. Little boys for life.
Exactly.
Boys
Fucking
for life.
boys.
Boys for life, man.
他们隔天早上8点就开始拿你不知道他去。
Boys, boys. That boys and boys. See that black women can't do anything for themselves. You know, you see the one NBA guy that drafted the other day, you see the outfit he had on? The faggot ass outfit he had on, man. Oh, my mom, she said, this is for her, this is my mom. Then made something about his dad, you know, and said a little thing about his dad. You know, I don't have a problem with anyone, man. But you niggas come in and say, I have feminine ass going out with on. He said, I have no, he said, I have no say so in this outfit. Every time I said something, they veto. This is wrong as hell. That's what wrong man, go to the NBA.
It's funny. They'll like you right when you do a tough guy, but then you're the softest motherfucker with your big mama. Alright? When your woman tells you what to do.
Yeah, she got his nuts in his pocket. She got his nuts in his
Soft game. Verse 10. The chief is there that walk there with pleasure, the love of cleverness, and despise government, meaning they hate the order. It says, presumptuous are they. These people are very presumptuous. Okay? It says, self-will, instead of listening to counsel, attaining wise counsel, they do what they want to do. It says what? They are not afraid to speak evil of people. You're wise. Proud. Verse 11. Wherefore angels, which are greater in power and might, without bearing accusation against me before the Lord. But these, as natural brute beasts, may be taken and destroyed. That's what they think. Our people, the majority of them, are brute beasts that are made and taken and destroyed. That's what the Lord's about to do. Good. We can actually enjoy it. Hey, follow the laws, man. It says, speak evil of things that they understand not. They don't understand even that they speak. All that mockery, you wouldn't say mockery. Fool, man. Mockery and reproach are from the fool. The Lord can deal with it. That mock is wrong. Alright? And it says, but these are natural beasts make mistake, people of these they understand not, and they shall utterly perish from the life. And look, at the end of the day, that thug culture and the talent, like black culture, which is what? Edomite culture in the day. It's going to lead you to destruction. And we see it every day. This person got shot at 79. That person got shot at 95. This person got shot at 39. Same shit all day every year is going on for fucking years. And you still got fucking culture. That's the result of following something so called white people. He lives a death style. So if you want to follow after that, enjoy death. Enjoy being on, a fucking t-shirt. Spray painting a fucking t-shirt. You hope that
Let every soul be subject to the higher power. Right? For there is no power but the Most High. Powers that be are ordained of the Most High God. Like the brother before into the fact that, man, they can put whatever the fuck you deserve, man. Alright? You act up out here, you don't get good. The Lord is allowing you all fucking, fucking create a fucking monster out of you, man. This is ultimately the Lord's creation, but He's something that is all over you. The Spirit is all over you. Everything that you do is say it's according to his fucking power. And you say, fuck your own power, man. So guess what? Fuck you. The Lord don't give a damn about you. He's going to let his people die. He's doing it every day. The Lord is the only one to put breath in you. And he's the only one to put breath out of you. Who do you think is killing these people out here? That nigga might got a gun in his hand, but who put the gun in his hand? Shit, the Lord put the spirit on that nigga to kill that nigga. Esau? The Lord put the spirit on Esau to kill you niggas, man. Wake the fuck up, Jake. It's too late. Wait. Do it now.
Luke 10:16, this is what y'all assassinated. He that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despises you, despises me. And he that despises me, despises him that sent me.
So look, Paul, hey, I'm washing outside, make the Lord, hey, righteousness. Hey, so enjoy that. So with that, hey, we're going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Takash. Also, double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great notes, and salutations to all you guys. Then, Shalom, Bob, Shalom.
Shalom, Bob, Shalom, Shalom.